Welcome back. There's a live look outside from the Oregon coast. That's our Inn at Spanish Head Resort Hotel camera in Lincoln City. Thanks for watching Afternoon Live. High school yearbooks, outgrown stuffed animals, and even old photo albums can take over your valuable storage space so quickly. But what do you do when this memorabilia still tugs at your heartstrings? Here with suggestions, we welcome back professional organizer Sarah Larsen. It's so great to see you.
You too.
This is kind of the before and after of all the stuff that we love. And look how beautifully it's all in place over here.
Yes.
So you're going to help us get to the finish line.
I'll help you get there. Yes, definitely. This is the perfect time of year to be tackling photo and memorabilia organization because it gets a little chilly outside, and so we want to spend more time inside. It's a perfect cozy project. It's a good opportunity to take all those photos that you've been stashing and all the children's artwork that's all over the kitchen counter.
Because we're only getting more now that the school year is back in season. So, okay, you've got a bunch of tips for us to kind of walk through step by step, beginning with we can do this in small chunks. It doesn't have to be an entire weekend project that it's totally overwhelming.
Yes, a lot of people feel very overwhelmed just at the thought of organizing their memorabilia, and so breaking it down into 15 to 30-minute chunks of time is really helpful. And so it prevents overwhelm and it just keeps you focused. I really like to use just a visual timer like this. You can set it for the 15 minutes, you can set it for the 30 minutes, and when it goes off, there's a little beep that happens. Alternatively, you can use your cell phone, but we know what happens with that.
Yeah.
Distractions. Right? So I'm all about low-tech, old-fashioned timer.
I like that, a visual cue too, and it's probably really satisfying when it goes off and you go, hey, I did make some progress.
I did it. Yes, and so then it doesn't have to feel like this giant task. It's more approachable that way.
Okay, number 2, gather everything in one place. That might take some time too.
It'll take a little bit of time. This whole project is going to take some time, but we're going to just do it little by little.
Okay.
So you're going to want to gather all of the things from your garage and your attic, your basement. You're going to want to get all your photos, trophies, medals, yearbooks. Just get everything and gather it all in one spot so that you can see everything that you have in one place before you get started.
When you realize how much you have to deal with, does that give you incentive to, ooh, maybe I don't want to save every little thing?
Yes, it should.
Yeah.
That's the hope, is that you see how much of it is taking over your home and your life. And you say, oh, whoa, I really need to narrow this down.
A good place to start. Okay, tell me about a sorting station, because you have some good ideas for stuff to have on hand that's really going to help you go through everything.
Yeah, so once you have your pile, you want to designate a spot in your home where you can sort everything. And it doesn't need to be perfect, it just needs to be really functional. And I recommend choosing a spot that's out of the way and somewhere where you can spread out. So maybe it's a card table in your living room or having the floor in your guest room, just a place where you can get comfy because this is going to take a while. And then you're going to want to have some products on hand. So I recommend having some Post-it notes and a Sharpie. So that way as you start to sort your collections of things, you can label them. It's good to have garbage bags for trash and for donations. Label maker, so that way you can label the bins that you're going to get. We're going to talk about bins in a few minutes. And then just having that clear surface, a work surface where you can get things done.
Well, and just having everything you need right there is so helpful before you start, right? Because you go, oh, I forgot this, let me go downstairs. And then, oh, this drawer is messy, and I'm going to start fixing that up before I get back to what I actually was supposed to be doing this whole time.
Yes.
Okay, so then what about the actual sorting process? How do you begin to tackle that?
Yeah, so when it comes to sorting, your memorabilia really goes into 3 different categories. So the first category is photos, which is very self-explanatory. The second category is papers, and so that can be things like greeting cards, love notes from your kids, artwork, and certificates of achievement, things like that. You're just going to gather them all together in one spot. And then the third category is items, so physical items that won't fit with photos and paper. So baby blankets, art that your child made, those kinds of things.
Okay, and we kind of touched on earlier, you got to declutter. You got to get some things out that you kind of realize maybe aren't serving you anymore. Yeah,
time to let things go. So for example, this bear, I love it. I don't really need it anymore. It's kind of smelly, it's kind of old, it's kind of tattered. So, and it does, you know, I do have an emotional connection to it. This is from my childhood, but I am going to let it go. And the way that I'm going to do that is I'm going to take a picture of it. Because the picture will give me that memory that I need without having this old bear around.
Exactly.
And this is a outfit that my kids used to wear,
yes.
but now I look at it and I have no emotion attached to it, so I can easily let that one go. But anything that you do have an attachment to, if you need to hold it, that's fine.
Okay.
If you don't, take a picture of it and store it away in an album labeled Memorabilia.
Perfect.
So that way you can slide those photos in and keep them organized.
That's cool. Okay, let's talk about the clear bins. I mean, the stuff you have here is amazing. This makes life so easy.
Yes, so this is how you're going to organize all of these types of items. So for the photo category, this is my favorite one. This is how you can organize 4x6 photos.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it just unlatches here, and then you can take out each one of the little.
That's so cool.
And it has a label on it, so you can see what it is. I personally organize all my photos by my chapter of my life. So this is like baby through elementary, and then I've got junior high, high school, graduate school, and then this is adulthood.
Amazing.
So
and this has a really small footprint, but I imagine there's
yes.
like 1,000 pictures in here.
Yeah, this is all my pictures.
That's amazing.
From my whole life.
Okay. And you've got some bigger ones in this one?
Yes, so this one is for 5x7 photos, and then this is how you store your 8x10 photos.
Oh, wonderful.
You can put them in a container like this.
Okay.
And again, labels, so that way I know these are mine and not my family members. You can find
stuff.
Yes.
And then quickly, you've got this cool file system here. Can I zhuzh it up so we can see a little bit better?
This is for papers.
Okay.
And I have it organized chronologically.
Look at that. That's perfect.
Put greeting cards, and then if this feels like too much, then you can just stick them all in a container and label it.
Oh, cool.
So if filing is too much, make it easy on yourself.
What about the big stuff that doesn't fit in these bins, like the items that you do want to hold on to that do have value?
Yeah, so I really like to put them in the garage or somewhere that's easy to access. And I like to have one for each member of the family and label it. So that way they look cohesive, you can see what's inside at a glance, and you can store your types of your objects inside of those.
Everybody gets a bin. Whatever fits, that's your space limit.
Yes, and when it's full, then it's time to declutter.
That's great. Okay, and then what about digitizing for backup, and then you can share the pictures as well?
Yeah, if you want to take it one step further, then you can scan all of your photos and memorabilia and put it on an external hard drive.
Okay.
You can add it to the cloud, the iCloud.
Yeah.
And then you can turn it into photo books if you want to turn it into a photo book and share it with your friends and family, or just for you to have.
Talk about the best gift giving. Like grandparents go nuts when you give them a photo book. It's like the best thing. Well, and we talk about, I'm sure there's a lot of emotions that get brought up during this process. Do you just kind of have to embrace the feelings and help that guide you with what's important to keep?
Yes. Emotions are going to pop up. That's just part of the process. So they're going to be happy. Sometimes it might be sad. If you do find that you're feeling stuck because it is more of a sad process and you're grieving, then you can ask a friend or a family to join you. And then just remember that 15 to 30 minutes. So by limiting into it a small amount, you won't get flooded with all of those emotions.
That's a great idea. So helpful for all different scenarios. Thank you so much for stopping by. You have the best ideas. Okay, we will have more information on our website at katu.com. We'll be right back with more Afternoon Live right after this.